just to finish this anecdote out, this was apparently an attempt to make him seem less, like, anti-military, I guess. So he went to visit a place where, like, the M1 Abrams was being manufactured.
No.
And,
Rode around in it.
yeah, I guess. And so he's, because of the, like, part of the problem was that he looks like a complete fucking doofus wearing the, like, the full outfit, and apparently this was just like, no, this is required protocol for the company, like, if you're getting in the tank, you have to wear this shit.
Yeah.
But it made, like, they put out the photo anyway, despite it just making him look like a complete fucking doofus.
And
Yeah,
he
he's wearing like a jumpsuit. He looks like the dude from that Japanese game show where they force a guy to play video games until he dies. And that helmet.
I once heard it described as him looking like Snoopy fighting the Red Baron.
God, he does. I mean, his head. That's not his face in there. It's like his head is being extruded out from the front of the helmet. It's grotesque. And there's like this. It's very obvious that there's another guy, like actually driving the tank. Like he looks like a British pensioner getting memory care. Like how they'll put you in like a.
They put you somewhere that's like, this is familiar. I'm safe
yeah,
here.
exactly.
I'm safe
exactly.
here.
Extruded.
All right. Ghost Trick, ladies and gentlemen. We are live with Ghost Trick.
Ghost Trick once, fool on you. Ghost Trick twice. Joker's Trick.
Yes, that's exactly how that
finally
goes.
see the ghost get tricked.
No, the ghost is
following
doing
week-
the tricking, clearly.
The following week, a poll found that 25% of respondents said they were less likely to support him because of the tank ride. We have always been vibes-based.
Always.
Oh, yeah,
You have to admit,
100%.
though, that is the stupidest possible thing that a human being can do.
Oh, no, this was indescribably stupid. Like, it gave you the worst possible vibes. But it is one of those things where we also have to accept that we have always, as a species, been vibes-based.
Yes. Absolutely vibes-based culture. We are not we're not any better than we ever were.
All of our logic exists to dress up our desire to just follow our base instincts about how something should work.
Yeah, no, seriously, like we exactly. We are always one chain of rationalization away from crawling around our hands and knees, braying like feral pigs, and giving everything we have to the last person who hand fed us.
It's gonna be a great way for this to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, feral pigs!
30 to 50 of them.
All right, Ghost Trick.
Hey,
Hey,
Pete.
Ghost Trick.
Hey,
Good day and welcome to Ghost Trick.
is it Gogglebob or Fanboy who's streaming?
It's Gogglebob.
It's Gorgleborg.
Gorgleborg.
What are you doing? You should let Fanboy stream this game.
I don't have it on a streamable platform.
Nah.
Never
See,
mind
see,
I
yeah.
that.
have it
tormented.
on Switch.
He is tormented by the reality that he can never stream the game that he craves.
But you can
It's
watch.
fine. I've
I don't
extracted
think-
I've extracted a promise from Gogglebob that after we are done with all this goddamn mana, that I can stream some Tony Hawk.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, look
I
at
like
that.
So, like, I'm noticing a trend. I forced Gogglebob to let me do Bomb Rush when we finished Superman, and now you're forcing him to play another skateboard game.
I was about to
This
say,
is
it looks
a
like we
good
do
process.
nerd shit followed by skateboard games.
You know what? Skateboard games are cool, unlike whatever the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, exactly, asshole. Hello,
Oh,
Chromes. Hello, AV.
God.
Hi.
What was that?
I said hello.
Hello, Beat.
I'm very tired
Oh.
today. So
Yeah, no, I'm exhausted. I'm beyond exhausted.
same.
I'm mostly here because Gogglebob was like, I can't wait to see you on the stream tonight after I posted that.
Because
That was,
You
Go
regretted
on.
that statement.
Explain
say?
why I
gotta
said
look-
that.
I gotta
Well,
look.
because I had just posted lyrics to the tune of Eleanor Rigby, and I don't know, I'm quite proud of it. I was just literally feeding my children breakfast when these lyrics came to mind. I had to like drop everything and write them down before they fled my mind.
Reminds me of my favorite
Give
Beatles
us a
story.
performance.
Closeted groiper, streaming on Twitch in a mask and catboy lingerie. B is this gay? All the horny beatards, they've got jars for their cum. All the horny beatards. It goes on.
As it
In that
should.
fashion. I'm reminded of like my.
God.
Okay.
2008 beckons to us from beyond the abyss.
And we spurn it.
And we spurn it. We turn away.
Look
Get
away.
behind me.
It is better. This is not even, it's better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. It's like, this is just better than serving in hell. Like,
So here's the thing with Ghost Trick. The entire game is go to an object and make it do a thing. That's it. Make object do
Yay.
thing. Go. You moving between objects is
Are
called
you still
ghost.
dead?
Making the object do a thing is called trick.
Ghost
nice.
Trick.
That's so good.
I see
Okay,
it.
God, guys, we really ghosted our trick.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
A Ghost Trick.
This shit's too real. So I've discovered a new hobby, which is looking at like old ass sporting goods on eBay, because you never know where you're gonna find something with a brand like School. Like, this is a School brand hockey stick.
Cool.
I love it. Spool.
How long ago? How long ago does this thing have to be manufactured? That it was manufactured by the School brand.
I don't want to think about it.
Somewhere I can just see like this 1800s businessman like getting with his cronies. Like, listen, they're going to invent a thing called a school. They'll send children of every class there. Oh, what a horrible idea! But no, they'll need hockey sticks
We'll need hockey sticks. And baseball bats.
and baseball bats. We'll have to tell them that they're for schools somehow. And there you go.
I can't believe he just obliterated that. Wow. No, Ghost Trick is right. This girl sucks at running away. What's the dead guy's
Sal.
name?
The sound.
Sissel.
Maybe she's.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Perfect Cell. Okay, Perfect Cell sucks at this.
SISSCL. Cell.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
think this is
perfect
gonna work,
Cecil.
buddy.
yeah.
What did you think was gonna happen, buddy?
Where is your link to your Twitch? Like, this is always running off of the
I'll drop it.
assumption that I have a bookmark to this.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just
go
type
ahead
it
and
in
drop
so
it.
often and I'm used to it. Let me just dump it into Hyper Battle Cyborg.
I already put it in general.
Okay, well now it's in 2 places.
Now you're in 2 places, piece of shit.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Damn, I thought we were friends. man.
Lethal.
Obliterated.
The fuck? I don't think I deserved that.
It's like,
Yeah.
Well, sister, this is it.
it's like be like being like, yeah, I'm drinking a beer here, and it's like, and then fanboy comes in and says, yeah, well, at least I'm not an asshole. But then for it to really sit in, the rest of the chat's got to be like, oh man, yeah, that's brutal. It's like, way to hit him way to hit him when he's down, fanboy.
Nice job fucking up, Goggles.
Can't believe he disrespected your corpse in addition to killing that girl.
Got you killed. Got her
Yeah,
killed.
this blue fellow is very unpleasant.
if only we had another 4 minutes.
Fucking tall Boris Badenov.
Oh shit.
I do love that all the the villains in this are basically Rocky and Bullwinkle creations.
Oh no.
Yeah, except they actually kill people.
Yeah.
I assumed that just Rocky and Bullwinkle never got killed, but they were racking up a body count off screen during Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Why would you assume that?
It just seemed like a thing of the time.
Because it just seems like the people trying to steal the Kerwood Derby would do that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
Like,
like
they gotta
Natasha
vent somehow.
Badnov is off screen, like poisoning school children.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta promote Russia somehow.
Promote?
Boris
Excuse me?
Badnov dedicates himself to decades of banning abortions nationwide, to force women into more progressively unsafer healthcare situations. Like all of this off camera.
It's just happening between episodes.
That's true for now.
Your ghost tricks.
Let us
Do
all
exactly how you
contemplate
anyways. I'm a lamp.
Let us all contemplate how completely out of the fucking public consciousness Durward Kirby is.
Durward Kirby.
He really is a tricky ghost.
Durward Kirby
baby.
Burger. Oh my god, I forget that he's referenced in Pulp Fiction.
He was still alive. He was there to see it.
That's incredible.
Despite having been born in 1911.
Oh my god. In Covington, Kentucky. His mother was Alma Hagledge. I bet that sounds like a woman who thanked God every morning that she was now Alma Kirby. So Durwood Kirby was a regular on the Gary Moore show.
That sounds fake. I don't know who Gary Moore is, but I don't like him.
Gary Less.
Yes. Now we're talking.
Well, Gary Moore was 6'4".
That's too much.
Born 6'4" in 1911. That tells me if he had been born today, he would have been able to eat Yao Ming like a Slim Jim.
Snapping.
Born 6'4"?
Yeah, he crawled out, hands first. There's a sound
The
like a
mechanics of
thunderclap.
such astonished all doctors.
The mechanics.
His mother lost over 200 pounds in a single day. They say she looks great now.
I think we killed Chromes.
Just the math was too much for Chromes.
They wrapped him in a specially designed swaddling cloth developed by the United States Space Force.
Need to
It was invented to serve as Donald Trump's cloth diaper, but he left office before it could be perfected.
Christ.
God.
At least Cecile has some nice sunglasses.
Precious, but she's dead.
See, I thought it was Sissel.
I always thought it was Cecile. I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Because Sissel rhymes with missile, and missile is for fun.
I don't understand how your brain works.
Neither do I. I don't
There
think
is
any of
another
us
character
understand.
named Missile, damn it! And I
Yeah,
know,
but that doesn't mean they have to rhyme.
I know how to
All right,
pronounce missile.
Bob, like I've been owned 1,000,001 times for my pronunciation of any word at all, but you call Mario Mario, and you once called Konami Konami.
Kaname.
You don't get to fucking talk.
What in the world?
Sissel.
I was just sitting there like, I think Bob was trying to explain something to Cassandra, and
Yeah,
like,
that's what was happening. It was
and
during
like
the
I was,
fucking.
and he said, "No, see, there was this video game company called Konami," and I'm just sitting there going, "Wait a fucking, are you trying to say Konami? the
Bob,
fuck
do you
is wrong
ever
with you?"
do you ever just stop and sit down and feel shame?
Yeah, never. Not
Only all the
once.
time.
It's like,
I can
yes,
tell.
it's 1 p.m. It's time for my shame.
Never.
I love the
Zone
Zone
D
D
Waste
Waste
Center.
Center.
Damn,
I just-
I guess we're dead again. And
Well, it's
Oh,
more like
no.
you never stopped being dead.
yeah,
Remember Konami's beloved game about being a dead guy doing adventures, Shadow of Destiny?
no, I don't.
Oh no!
Who made
Now he's
Spirit?
come.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
What was that? It was a Game Boy game, a Nintendo game, and an arcade game.
Are you thinking of Avenging Spirit?
Avenging Spirit, that's it.
God, I hate that I knew that. God fucking damn it.
It
God
has
damn
excellent
it.
box art.
It was published by Jaleco. It was made by a company called CP Brain.
Okay.
Oh,
What was that game you were telling us about the other night, fanboy? Shadow something on the N64.
Oh,
Shadow Man?
Shadow Man.
Shadow Man on the N64 incidentally was one of those weird ones that I played with my friends in a college dorm for the express purpose of making fun of it.
See, that's like one of those box arts that as a child, I would look at and go, my God, I have absolutely no fucking idea what this could possibly be. And that makes me desire it more than anything. I never
I'm
found out what
lost.
it is. My mom wouldn't buy me M-rated games.
Shadow Man?
Well,
Was it
now
M-rated?
it's on N64.
Yeah, it was M-rated. It was basic. It was an adaptation of a comic you've never heard of. It's kind of like a 3D Metroidvania type thing.
Huh.
The character is
My favorite
angry
thing-
all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean he's Shadow Man. But yeah, like when I think of Shadow Man, I inevitably just end up thinking of Shadow Man 2 Second Coming. It's dreadful sequel.
Oh, Shadow
Which,
Man Tekken coming? Two can
Yeah,
coming?
there's a 2 and then the word Ekond.
So, because the 2 looks kind of like the S. Very clever.
It doesn't
Very
at
smart.
all. Maybe if we spelled second with a Z, that would work. It doesn't.
Second.
Second.
But yeah, Shadow Man 2 Second Coming, even worse. But I'm just enchanted by the fact that Shadow Man. I'm enchanted by the fact that there are 2 ways to play Shadow Man on the Switch.
What's the second one?
You can play it as part of Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, or you can play it via the remaster that Night Dive made a few years ago.
There's a remaster?
Yeah, Shadow Man
God.
Remastered.
That's
To
beautiful.
go
I
along with the
gotta-
Turok remasters because they were made by the same companies.
Hey, does the Turok remaster get rid of like the incredibly annoying fog? Like,
It doesn't completely get rid of it, it's lessened.
well, draw distances for pussies anyways.
The fog is integral to the.
I mean, it
The
is part
game.
of the experience.
Shadow Man remastered. Oh damn.
Or like
Gosh.
Shadow Man Rebastard.
Damn, that's exactly edgy
Oh.
enough to be Shadow Man.
Yep. Remember Nightman? Not the Nightman from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
Nightman I respect.
Yeah.
You consider that one of those things might unfold.
Fanboy, turn the fan on to blow the flag.
Friends for everyone.
It's classic. It's classic. Especially like there's the gag that he's just been huffing spray paint the entire time.
We've all huffed spray paint, recreational a few times.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
As a Beavis and Butthead viewer.
Time is
Time is
passing.
It's like how the guy who did Black and White, Tech on Concrete, the guy who did that comic did a comic about his high school days, where like one of the stories is just him talking to some guys he knows, like all the tough kids in the hallways, like, you guys got to stop huffing so much paint thinner, it's disintegrating your teeth.
Is this
like-
a game where you have to manually fix a Rube Goldberg device to make sure it works?
Yes.
You're
Basically-
basically making a Rube Goldberg machine to prevent someone from dying. Usually by
That's your
killing
ghost
someone
trick.
else.
Ghost or trick, I'll use ghost.
I mean, like twice you kill somebody, I think.
Every time you choose ghost or trick, it should yell, a Charlotte or Jonathan style.
Ghost.
Ghost.
Trick.
Trick.
Exactly. Now's the chance to change your fate.
StarCraft ghost trick.
Oh yes,
She's
incredible.
so bad at running away.
Listen, she's pretty weirded out by what's
I think
happening.
I think the thing that blows my mind is that he dropped the shotgun and she ran past it without picking it up. Because that's
She didn't have a lot of time to think about it.
yeah, but like, if you have
Probably-
the shotgun, he by definition does not have the shotgun.
I would wager that she knows so little about firearms that like she could not even
Changed.
identify like how she would not even know how to pick up that shotgun up without accidentally killing herself with it.
She
That's fair.
theoretically would be effective with. We do learn that she may know how that kind of thing works.
Trick
So maybe
time.
Ghost.
Ghost!
Trick!
Ghost!
You
Ghost!
ever think about how bad StarCraft Ghost was?
Yes.
Couple times.
No, I don't. I don't. But it is funny. It is funny to know that
It is
was bad.
extremely funny that StarCraft Ghost is terrible. Oh, damn, you are going to absolutely murder that guy.
Like, this man's gonna get Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes. That is the
How
best
else would
way
you
to
describe it?
That's all, folks.
Ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee.
God, I want to watch
like,
the
perfect
StarCraft
timing
Ghost
on
demo
that.
now.
It looks like I can 100% see why that was canceled summarily. Rip. Motherfucker is hyper dead.
He died as he lived.
Oh my
barely
God.
Seeing what
It's
was
fine,
going
he got
on.
Looney Tunes.
Wah, 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 wah.
Womp womp.
He rolled away somewhere.
How's it feel to
What
save a
was
lady's
the
life and
original
also
one?
take that man's life?
I mean, I
He's not
feels,
hot.
it feels even better. I got to save my love for helping people with my love of hurting people.
Exactly.
I bet this is how Batman feels every single day.
Batman never crushed anybody with a wrecking ball. That'd be too cool for him.
You have not read enough Golden Age Batman comics to be sure.
I guarantee you that Batman has crushed at least 4 people for Wrecking Ball.
Remember that time that Punisher killed someone by like pushing a rotund man upon them?
Yep.
And
Yep.
that rotund man was Emmanuel Yarborough.
Blap.
Was that an Ennis comic?
Sounds Ennis, doesn't it?
It
Yeah,
does.
it does.
I mean, I know
I think
that's
he's even done that. He's even done that. That
That exact
gimmick.
gag.
Yeah,
he's
that
done
exact
that
gag
multiple
was
times.
definitely in Preacher.
Yeah. He reused the jokes from Preacher a lot in his career. Like, remember Arseface? There's a later character of his called Fuckface.
Never go back to Ass Face Lake.
We could never go back to Ass Face Lake.
The return of the deadly ass face. Whoa, little piggy, slow down.
So I'm watching this ghost footage, and one, it's hilariously faked. Like, so much of it is just
Oh, beautiful! It's blanket.
like the entire first part of the trailer is just like, I don't know how to put it. You just get the feeling that people were being tortured to death to create this awful 3D cinematic.
Let me click this. Oh, for a second, I thought when you said ghost footage, you meant like 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 one of those like guys, I saw a ghost, and it's clearly their friend off camera moving a blanket or something.
Oh, okay.
It's me, friends, ghost footage killer.
Also, I have to say, like, I realize this is like of the era, but that is an extremely angular ass.
Yeah.
Like they
It's,
wanted to make
that's what
sure
you
she had cheeks.
It's an
but those
angular
cheeks-
game.
But those cheeks
Yeah.
had 4 triangles.
What was
It's
this
a very
gonna be
angular
for?
game, and I'm glad this was a DS game, and I'm
Ghost?
glad that they kind of kept it that
No,
way.
no. We're talking about a StarCraft Ghost.
Oh, StarCraft
wait.
Ghost. Okay, that's what you're
Yes.
talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I was looking at, but yeah, that was an Xbox game.
Oh
Okay.
wow, it looks
I
very.
believe that's the
Xbox.
version that leaked.
It is an Xbox game that looks like it was supposed to be an N64 game.
we started on this
Perfect
right
art.
after StarCraft 64. But yeah, Ghost looked. It's one of those things that like you finally see footage of it, and it's like I can 100% see why this was canceled.
Like
I don't know, like the template for a third-person shooter it absolutely existed by the end of the Xbox,
Sure.
right?
I mean, kind of.
I mean, they had
Like,
siphon filter.
well, you're not listing good things yet. Keep going.
I mean, the parts where you have a turret in Halo, I guess. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
I would
too.
say that like there's a reason that every third-person shooter for the past 20 years has been RE4.
It's a fair point.
No, that's not true. Some of them being Gears. Wait, no, Gears is kind of
Gears of
RE4.
War is RE4. It was self-consciously RE4.
Man. No, I'm watching this, and this is torturous. Like, I'm just imagining all of these weird, like one-off, completely divorced mechanics that they would have to like stitch together into, a hideous homunculus of a game.
See, that's exactly the sort of thing Blizzard would do.
This was not developed internally at Blizzard.
I have deep hatred in my heart for Blizzard. Just like absolutely festering bile for the entity known as Blizzard.
Well, I mean, their culture was awful, but not uniquely so.
Yeah.
And I would say
We
that
just happen to know a lot more about it.
Yeah.
Yes,
well,
exactly.
every time I've seen anything about Blizzard for months now, has been hilarious, honestly.
Cat.
Cat
Just a cat.
Okay, now
and
now
dead
the
guy.
We love him, folks.
characters moving around now.
The art in this game's really good.
It's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, I love how this game
It's a
looks.
very pretty game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that they didn't try to really gussy it up from the DS. It's just like, no, it's higher resolution. It's not really that different looking. It's still letterboxed. Thank God.
What I like is this is the game
Or
that
pillar boxed, I should
that
say.
really great like Pomeranian graphic comes from, right?
Yeah, this is
Missile.
we'll see Missile later. But it is
Soon.
the single most adorable drawing of a Pomeranian anyone has ever drawn.
Yeah.
Cat's musical.
Cats.
Missile is good at barking.
Missile's very good at barking. I have a thought.
Missile is
rattling around
also
in my
very
brain.
good at slamming his face directly into a door.
Missile is determined.
I love
Wait.
that gif, like of just him just jumping headlong into the door, it not opening, and he's like, "Well, I gotta keep trying," so he just keeps slamming headlong into the door.
Missile is definitely, and we'll be getting into it soon, but Missile is exactly like some people I think put too much thought into what a dog thinks. Missile is exactly what a dog thinks. Have I tried barking at this? Whoa, have I tried barking at this more?
Bet if I barked louder, that would work.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that would do it.
Ooh,
That is an almost exact thought that Missile has.
yes.
Oh man, they literally you can see how they literally said no. You have to add the vehicles from Halo now.
Yeah, like, so this was originally being developed, Ghost was originally being developed by a company called Nihilistic Software that, shock of shocks, wasn't seemingly super interested in basically anything they were ever contracted to make. They would continue to be. There must have been a guy that knew a guy there because they kept getting like weird contracts. But nihilistic software would then would be like I think the last thing they made before essentially exploding was Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified for your PlayStation Vita.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
God, there's so much
Person shooter they
PvP
made on
footage
Vita?
here. Like, no, we're gonna create a game that is equal parts Team Fortress and Halo. Trust us. We haven't been able to deliver on this single player, the single player campaign, but I'm sure we'll be able to perfectly deliver like something that is infinitely more complex and has just unimaginable balance issues from having multiple classes. And oh my god.
Yep, they believe in themselves.
I'm a huge fan of they made Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfect.
Boo!
Love that. When is that coming to the MCU?
Boo!
Don't you want to see the Imperfects on the big screen?
God,
Are
that
the
game is
Imperfects
bad.
still technically owned by EA or something?
No, Marvel owns them.
Oh,
I don't know who those are.
don't worry
That's
about
because they only ever appeared in Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects.
That explains it.
Boo!
I'm going to look up the Imperfects now.
They are Brigade and Fault Zone and Hazmat.
Okay, I'm and the Marvel Wikia, which it would probably be
Only at
easier.
least references them.
It would probably be easier just to shoot my computer in the face because it'll have the same impact. Let's
Nemesis.
see. Imperfects. Earth 50. Yeah, fuck off. Okay, Johnny Ohm, a criminal sentenced to electric chair. Maria Petrova, a Russian ballerina.
Okay, to interrupt goddamn Imperfects talk, some of the best animation in the universe happens in this stupid little room. I love everything that happens here.
I love that all the bad guys are blue. Like, there
great.
is racism in this world, and it's against blue people.
They're from not from around here, so
Blue-blooded?
That's literally the definition of racism, Dr. Bob.
You don't understand. I'm only racist against people who have different colored skin.
and they also talk funny.
Oh my god!
Getting worse by the second.
All right, back to the Imperfects. Keith Killiam, incredible name, a former Pentagon scientist who became infected with a virus whose cure he was working on. Amazing sentence structure there, Wikia editor. Rikio Kurokaki,
I love
daughter
Rikio.
of the Yakuza member.
Oh yeah.
Benedetta Gattani, daughter of magicians whose face was damaged by criminals.
Not
Maya.
criminals.
Not criminals. And finally, Maya, an Amazonian warrior, and a group of U.S. Marines that were killed in battle. What's that? I didn't change that sentence. That's the sentence.
That's,
I
that's
gotta
called
say,
wiki writers.
I gotta say, I'm thinking about games and their various depictions of death. I think the game with the bleakest depiction of death has got to be, what was the prequel to the Marathon games? The one where you're in Central America.
Oh, Pathways into Darkness.
Yeah, Pathways into Darkness, which supposes, what if there was not an afterlife, nor was there annihilation upon death, but rather being trapped within your immobile body, trying to conscious but unmoving, unable to actually not even comprehending, just trapped in an unseeing consciousness as that slowly degrades over the course of centuries.
That seems
Horrible.
awful.
Pathways into Darkness is would be extremely interesting if it was written better.
Yeah. Like and
Many such cases.
what's interesting is that like the final boss of Pathways into Darkness is actually like a mini boss or a more robust like trash mob enemy in the marathon games proper. Like I think that's actually a fun bit right there, which is like, yeah, humanity will be wiping the floor with these guys, but that's going to be in like 6,000 years. Like with the technology we have as of the 1980s, like you've got to you've got to bring all this stuff you've found in and still pray for rain. But as you said, go ahead.
Oh god. No, I'm just thinking about Ghost Trick.
No, go ahead.
This has to be just like an all-time great little one-off game. Like no sequel attempt was ever really made with this. It's just I don't even think that like Takumi ever even pitched one. I think he just went straight to like, because after this he went straight to like, oh, I'm gonna see if I can make civil court Ace Attorney work.
Yeah,
It didn't happen.
And it would be very tempting to revisit these characters and such, but they are great in a little self-contained universe at the end.
Yeah, like we get a good beginning, middle, and end, and
the characters very
There's,
much exist for their story. Like it is like they've got complicated backstories eventually revealed, and everything fits together properly.
trying to add more story to what they're doing would burden them down and cheapen both whatever story you were trying to add and this one story.
Yes.
Are we still thinking about the Imperfects, or what are we talking
No,
about?
we were talking about Ghost Trick.
Adding to something as perfect as the
No.
Imperfects would just cause misery for all of us.
We can't. Yeah, no, there is no building upon the Imperfects because it's already perfect, ironically.
I love the very concept of the Imperfects because it's like, yes, superheroes who are not perfect, and it's like, buddy, have you read a single Marvel comic? That was their gimmick for decades.
Yeah.
I would say that's their only gimmick.
I mean, I would say
Yeah.
that was despite the year the Imperfects came out, it was a very 90s comic character concept because, like, the Imperfect thing was something that Stan Lee put forward with, like, the Fantastic Four. Like, he always said that was his plan, that, like, he looked at the Justice League or Justice Society and was like, no, we wouldn't work well together. Like, we'd be dysfunctional like a family. And that was always his claim of that's why he came up with the Fantastic Four. But,
I don't believe him.
But yeah,
I think he watched a bunch
because
of-
it's
I think he watched a bunch of sitcoms
Yes.
and said, "What if these guys could like punch super hard?"
but that's the
Or
thing
like
is that
Jack Kirby came to him with a bunch of drawings and he was like, "Ooh, I think I could do something with this."
I want
Yeah.
I want to draw an impossible rock monster over and over again.
And Stan Lee is like, "What if he talked just like Hamlet?"
But no, then the 90s came and everyone was like, I've got a great idea. Let's make superheroes dysfunctional. And it was like, well, we literally already just did that.
Yeah, I mean that's
We've been doing that for years.
But so the Imperfects was just that all over again.
What if it was edgier? One of them was a death row inmate.
And now, of course, with the movie thing, like, you know, we quote-unquote invented the Avengers as a movie thing, and then we had to go back and do, like, stuff like The Boys and shit, so that way we can make that edgy.
Then the Avenger, don't worry, the Avengers is slamming itself into the ground repeatedly.
oh man,
I've had multiple
I
people
am-
tell me
I
they
am, like-
don't like The Boys.
I have never watched it, and I'm probably never will.
For that
I
kind
know
of
the
drama
pitch.
series, it's fine.
I know the pitch is just, what if Superman was an asshole? And I'm like, gee, I don't fucking know.
I
Never
will
seen
say...
that one before.
That's not per se the pitch.
I was about to say, I will say that it is bigger than just what if Superman was an asshole, but it is also just in general, what if superheroes were assholes?
Yeah.
Also,
I do
The
hear
show's fine. It's pretty decent.
Alright. I'll take fine. If you know what, I'll take fine.
I'm sure
Like,
it's
it's-
totally okay,
it's
but I'm not gonna
Carried
bother.
largely by Carl Urban being charismatic.
Yeah, that's the thing is I get the feeling that a lot of it is just getting to watch Carl Urban in a leading man role. You know that he was pretty
Like, he's a lot
brutally
of fun.
denied.
Hey,
Oh,
it's a
God,
Pomeranian.
I'm a Pomeranian.
Right.
Missile.
I'm a dog.
It's Missile.
It's the most perfect illustration of an enthusiastic dog that has ever been conceived.
Like the little tongue, like it's just all the.
It conveys pure like I'm gonna help.
Yeah, and just the
I
eyeballs.
don't know what that means, but I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it.
the eyeballs are not exactly focusing on any one thing, but they are kind of shining.
The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Yes, that is 100% Missile.
He is the perfect, extraordinarily friendly dipshit.
He's doing his best.
Updated the phone book.
Let's see what I can find out about your death, little guy.
Yeah, this game is an all-timer, and I'm glad that it's no longer just stuck on the DS. Like, I love the DS, but you know, it suddenly became very hard to play it.
Yeah.
I followed you.
It has been so great watching like the general feeling around like, well, what are we gonna do about these obsolete games that are getting harder and harder to play? Slowly went from well, how about you eat shit to actually
Maybe if you come to my eShop, we can strike a deal.
yeah, exactly. Stranger.
What are you buying?
It's not the
stomach.
God. I still love that, like, his fucking response to you buying that Magnum. It's just like, it's not the firing, it's the reloading. You'll get what I mean.
Yeah.
How many
He's just so
tails
confident
does he
about it.
have?
He just has a big floofy one.
Oh.
But it's wagging at all times.
Yeah.
That's Pomeranian.
It's a motion tail.
Like, he's not going to be helpful. He's just too excited about everything.
All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night.
All right.
Maybe.
Have a good night.
We're happier than ever tonight.
Mhm.
It's Christmas.
I was about to say, once again,
Christmas.
proving this is a Christmas game, not a Halloween game.
Yeah. Listen,
Maybe
this is the
it's
nightmare before
November
Christmas.
1st.
God, that goes smooth. I am back somehow.
I want a
I see
rolling
that
tray
we're
of
dealing
donuts.
with a purple-haired waif and a dog.
Missile.
We love missile, folks.
Get that mouse missile. Get him.
So these completely perfect donuts.
Again, I want a little push cart of donuts. I love how Ghost Trick, like, you don't think about it too hard because it's a video game, but I just love how many things have just miscellaneous wheels so you can get around.
Sometimes you just need to move a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh my God, are we going to watch an 11-year-old die?
Well,
No, we're going to watch a
Eventually.
dog die.
Oh no. Okay.
Counting never
oh,
likes
look
that.
at that. I'm dead. Kind of shocked to tell the truth.
Missile's very philosophical.
I love
Very,
the earlier
very,
statement
very powerful dog.
that I walk on 4 legs, the humans walk on 2 legs. It makes sense that you can walk through time. Like, thank you, Missile.
Missile's a thinker.
Makes
You know what?
sense to me.
Yeah, honestly, I can't. I don't see a problem with it. It all lines up.
I don't think I could do that. All I want to say to them is welcome. I can't help it. I love that that's just, like, it's just like, no, it's, I need you to understand it's impossible. I'm just barking in welcome.
I hate those red things.
As do we
Missile
all.
has very dog concerns.
Just living that dog life.
Dog life.
Trick time.
This was a game that, like, upscales really beautifully.
Yeah, because
Like, because it has such a clean, simple, like, like straight lined art style. Like everything just looks gorgeous when you just fucking upscale the entire thing.
Unlike Advance Wars.
This sounds like someone's been hurt.
Oh yeah, did anyone try Reboot Camp? Or
I did
we all
not.
just sort of forget? I know I sort of forgot. Which
I
is a shame,
forgot
'cause I
as
really
well.
like Advance Wars. I
It's
guess I
neat.
could get on the eShop or whatever.
Yeah, it's still there.
It's not going anywhere.
I mean,
But
it
I know
almost
it's-
wasn't because they were going to release it, and then like the Ukraine invasion happened, and then they were like, "We're not going to release it." And then they were like, "Okay,
they were
we'll do it."
burned off of
They-
releasing Advance Wars 1 on September 9th, 2021.
Like
2001,
they
rather.
really like over the past several decades, like it's become more and more obvious why that franchise sort of went into retirement.
Uh-oh.
Or it just isn't fun anymore. Who would have guessed? And yet somehow Call of
I
Duty still
hate
does
those
gangbusters.
things.
Well, they're taken care of.
Oh no! They're ruined. Darn.
I 100% believe that I don't know her name. What's her name?
Camilla?
Lynette. I 100% believe she was listening to grindcore and nothing else. Doesn't matter if it's like 8 years out of fashion. She's grindcore girl now in my heart.
Yay.
Turns out she's huge into Italo disco.
That's so much worse than grindcore.
It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've actually listened to grindcore.
It's think like metal, but like, well, just like more.
Like I want it to be
The logical conclusion of metal,
I want it to be like music to play Tony Hawk to, because that would be funny.
but it's not.
It's like, yes, grindcore, because I'm grinding.
Hmm.
And I'm a Superman. I love how
I
even
found
when
a YouTube mix of grindcore, but like the second song on this is something from Dancing. That feels like they're cheating.
And if you want
Metallica
hell
1
with
is on
me.
here too. That's not fucking grindcore. That's
Yeah, that's just
Metallica
metal.
1.
How do we feel about Metallica?
Okay, this is an actual playlist by an actual fan from Japan, of all things.
Ooh.
So this seems more more authentic. I got Terrorizer, Repulsion, Fear of God, Electro Hippies, Hospital. Yeah, this seems correct to me.
Truly embarrassed by one of my own behavior.
I'm not interested in things like that.
Oh. I know that's not the chorus from
Tarzan boy.
Hooked on a Feeling.
Ah, ah. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me.
Did David Hasselhoff actually sing that, or was he only in the music video?
I don't know what version you're even thinking of. Like, I am most familiar with the BJ Thomas original and the Blue Sweet cover. I don't know any other version of Hooked on a Feeling.
Bum, ba-da-bum,
I'm hooked on a feeling.
ba-da-bum,
I'm high on believing.
ba-da-bum.
Am I
that you're
perhaps
in
suffering
love
from
with
face
me.
blindness, and that's someone else in the music video?
I assume you're thinking of the Blue Sweet version, but I'm face blind, so I don't assume people's faces.
No, I did mess this one up. Okay.
Nice job, dipshit.
Where's the? Isn't there like a re? Oh, okay, wait. Rewind to my previous. Yes. Okay. Do that again. At least the
Trying
game
to
is
think of
usually pretty
conversation top.
clear when you've done something wrong.
After fate change, important checkpoints.
Yes. You know, for a game that is, some situations in the game, I will say, are fairly obtuse, but they do kind of make it clear, like, you know, where things can happen.
Mm-hmm. I'm hooked on a feeling.
Like, I will say it won't happen within the stream because there's no way we're getting up to it, but the one thing that drove me nuts on my initial playthrough was, a fanboy will know what I'm talking about, but when you have to turn a bullet into what turns out to be a beanie, yeah, like that.
You have to
was
find things that are similarly shaped.
and like I was like, wait, what? Like, okay, sure, fine. Like if that's what we're doing, fine.
I could easily turn a bullet into a beanie.
Yes.
I could easily turn a beanie into a bullet.
Beanie with butterfly wings.
Yes.
It's like,
Now
buddy,
I'm naked.
how was I
Dun,
ever
dun,
supposed
dun,
to figure
dun,
that one out?
dun. No, I don't know the next line.
Bullet to beanie. Yeah, I would say that and the stealth section of this game were like is it the worst, or I don't know, it's something.
It is something.
Is this wait. Oops. I just done something there.
Nice job, asshole. Bonk. And I like to bark at things that move.
God, this reminds me so much of that phenomenal episode of Dexter's Lab, where Dexter made a device that let his dog talk to him.
Yeah, he found like a dog and just like fed it a pill that let it talk, and it's just the most irritating creature imaginable.
It turns out dogs just want to say dog things. So
I found a thing.
I found a thing. It's a thing. And like all night long, when he's barking at other dogs, he's just shouting, "Hey, I'm a dog
like you.
You guys are dogs too. Oh my God, we're dogs. Hey, I'm a dog."
Okay, fanboy, what did I do wrong here?
Man, it has been like 10 years since I last played this. I don't know what you did wrong.
You
played it 2 months ago.
I need to get this donut to fall in the right spots. Need to remember how to do that.
You need to learn how to trick.
I got ghost trick better.
Ghost truck.
Okay, let's see that just opens a door. All right. The donut. Like it didn't. Maybe it needs to just. Okay, so the donut moves to the side. The physics of things.
They're not a complex physics.
My internet hates me. I can't watch the stream right now.
Oh,
Same.
We all have those weeks.
And I was getting invested in it too.
Well, don't worry. I will describe what's happening to you, what's happening flawlessly, and you will be missing nothing. Goggle Bob's
Oh, wait,
fucking
never-
up again.
God damn it! All right. So
Damn it, Goggle Bob!
Goggle Bob tried to
Get
play the
the-
game good, but he fucked it up, but he's playing the game bad.
Did
His
he try to play the game
consistency is
good? That's not
admirable.
indicated by what he's doing.
Goggle Bob was attempting to play the game adequately, but he's just failing in every possible regard. We're all
I
very
can see the
upset with
stream
Goggle Bob.
again. Yeah.
yay! You can see
Unfortunately,
missile. Okay, so get the ball under the thing.
Ba, ba, da, ba.
Alright, so if I shake the thing right now, the donut will go where I don't want it to go. But if I put the cart back, then the donut will roll to the left, which is not what I want. Unless maybe I can hit something to move the donut to the door, which might be the answer.
Door donuts. Door donut, door donut.
Okay,
Donut.
let's see here. We'll rock the donut.
Donut.
Oh,
Rock,
ba,
donut,
ba,
donut.
That's
And
exactly
then-
what came to my mind as well. Donut Ball Z.
I would eat. I would watch,
that
eat,
did
and
not do it.
enjoy Donut Ballsy.
I would also very much enjoy that. It would be like the most low rent parody ever. I'd still be into it.
Oh wait, do I need?
Where'd the donuts go?
Okay, wait. Maybe she grabbed.
In
the
Japan,
donut.
they do call donut holes ball donuts.
Yeah.
All right, take two, or take three. I'm gonna figure this one
Take
out.
Two interactive.
There's always some weird little funky thing. I'm
This is the
forgetting.
video game's second puzzle.
I would consider the sub a second puzzle. This is the
Kinda.
This is the second, this is the second death. And you're watching too. You can remember things.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I
why would I
can't.
want to help you?
Because you want to see
Helping you.
progress.
Helping you, Goggle Bob, goes against bullying you. And what are we all here for?
Even though
Fair.
I've yet to receive my stipend.
You're bullying Goggle Bob for fun. I'm the one bullying Goggle Bob for profit.
I can be doing both.
That's true. If you love what you're doing, you never work a day in your life.
Terrible.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
You're right. I put a ton of work into bullying Goggle Bob. Working my fingers to the bone over here.
You're already
Your
bone
fingers are
fingers.
already bone.
Exactly. That's exactly. So really, it's easy for me.
Okay.
Bone thugs in harmony.
Got the ball over there.
I mentioned
Do
like
we-
a couple of days ago that I wanted to talk about like the Magnus archives.
Well, now's the time, because Goggle Bob is being slow.
Okay, maybe what I do is I roll the donut here. And then I get over there.
Get over here.
Then I open the door now.
Yeah, and then that tosses it under the fucking couch.
There we go. What? Well, if you knew that, you could have said that. Okay.
What
now-
did I just tell you about things not being... about not being here to help you?
Missile, you're always doing the cutest things, like saving me from a sniper who walks in the door.
Who's also blue.
Yes, well, that means he's bad. We don't trust people that are
I don't
blue.
I don't like where this has gone.
Blue people are mostly assassins.
Jesus.
Oh, they're not all the same blue assassin?
No,
there are different.
there's
There
at
are
least-
many blue assassins.
4 blue assassins and 2, well, kinda 2 blue people in charge. We did it.
And look, you're not dead.
Oh no.
Missile shakes the screen so much.
Okay.
I got the ghost tricks.
Fate averted.
Okay.
I like the idea that Missile is dead but still really wants donuts.
They won't budge for me.
I want those donuts.
That's not fair.
I mean, technically that is part of the game. Death is not fair.
We'll meet again.
Where can I get a ghost trick clock?
Don't know where. Don't know
Don't
where.
know when.
Oh, I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Show tunes time.
Also, regarding making a sequel, this game doesn't work if cell phones are a thing.
Or perhaps it works even harder.
I love that people literally will just call somebody's house to talk to the assassin that's there.
This was always kind of an anachronism, though. Look at that phone. That's a fucking rotary phone.
It's a rotary phone next to wireless headphones.
Yeah, like they were already working with the knowledge that they were deliberately getting anachronistic with the phone tech.
Yes. Just to have fun with things.
Turns out your world's technology can be whatever the fuck you decide
Yeah,
it is.
it's Batman World.
Batman.
I bet Missile doesn't like phones either. They make noises.
This will have many opinions.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Good day and welcome.
You're just in time to see more Ghost Rick.
Ghost Rick.
Yep.
Where's Ghost Morty?
Ghost Morty is dead.
There were so many places you could have gone, and you went there.
That's what I
No, there was
thinking
only
of.
one place to go.
Ghost Lucy.
There- Yeah, could have done that. Many options.
Well, I guess he's Ricky, isn't he?
That's just a Rick with a bit more to him.
I mentioned I was going to talk about the Magnus archives, but I haven't yet.
How's
There's
your
a dog
chance?
talking.
It's one of those things where it's like it's a podcasts aren't really like my medium where I like retain all of the information,
That makes sense.
but it is it's like in a podcast format. There's 200 episodes. It's a narrative.
That's too many.
How long is each
I-
episode?
It's been a while. I really haven't listened to it since it ended, but I think like 20
600
minutes an
hours.
episode.
Okay, as long as it's like if it was an hour, I'd be like, oh god, Lord, good Lord.
Fun fact, well, horrible fact, but I listened to the second half of the podcast in like 10 days. So that's like over 100, like not over 100,
Lord.
a little under 100 episodes.
That's a lot.
It was a lot.
You made a choice.
I listened to
It's
I
Like-
love the chicken
finale.
kitchen.
The
one
finale.
I
episode-
do
was
love
on
the
horizon.
chicken kitchen.
I listen to like one episode of 1/900 Hot Dog every 3 weeks if I'm lucky.
I just like whenever I'm in the mood, I just like pop open like whatever episode from recently that has a topic that I'm like, oh, I would listen to that, or a guest that's like, oh, I like them.
Yeah, I'm gonna state
Frequently,
that.
those two things are related.
I think my favorite like one out of left field was when they had Napoleon Bonaparte on,
That was
incredible MMA documentarian, to talk about monster trucks. And he described that,
Listen.
like, he told his wife that he was going to be on Sean Baby's podcast to talk about monster trucks. And his wife just stared at him for a moment and then went, "Grave digger!"
That makes sense. Listen, Hulk Hogan was a monster truck, therefore it's like vaguely MMA adjacent.
No, it's absolutely. It's absolutely
But,
correct.
I listened to it like that because the finale of it was on the horizon. I was like,
You
Like
wanted to
my
be caught
friend-
up for the finale.
yeah, my friend was caught up. We've like she had been listening to it like years before I did, and she was like, and we wanted to listen to it together. I guess like it's like, well, not together, but we both listened to it like when it dropped, and then we both talked about it. It's like, okay, I need to not miss this, so I have to binge all of these episodes. Because I like stopped listening to it for like a bit because like I got into an internet fight and someone spoiled a character death for me.
Oops.
Was it like?
Oh, that's quite a way to enact internet vengeance.
I was gonna say, did they casually mention, or was it like deliberately? Well, screw you, this character dies.
Yeah, was the cause or a salvo in? Yeah.
Yeah, we were in a fight about something unrelated, and then they were like, anyway,
Pinkie
these
Pie
are
dies.
these are my interests, and I was like, oh wait, like what if your interest is one of my interests? And then they were like this character dies.
Cruel, very cruel.
Very cool.
I was in the wrong in the fight. I was in the wrong.
But what they didn't make it better.
I would say I kind of deserved it.
I've deserved a lot
Are
of
you
things.
cool with that person now?
What?
Are you cool with that person now? Like, are bygones
Oh.
bygones or whatever?
Oh, we never talked again.
Well, it's fine. You're young. You'll have plenty of other friends.
No, they weren't even a friend. I just what if
It was just a drive-by spoilering.
like we just gotten into a fight online. And we just never saw each other again.
I love
Oop.
that drive-by spoilering is an actual thing that happens because there were, when Harry Potter, when the last book was released, it had already leaked online. So dudes were just driving past like Barnes and Noble midnight releases, screaming on a megaphone out their car window, "Snape kills Dumbledore!"
That's not the last book.
Whatever, the second to last book. Who cares? I don't give a fuck.
It's still a really shitty thing to do.
I mean, like, sure, but also like with the gift of like hindsight and the knowledge of
You're
who
still an
JKR
asshole.
is now, I still think those guys are the heroes the world needed.
No, like if someone does something shitty on the basis of like vaguely hurting a third party, I don't know. I don't feel any better about that.
It's a book for 12-year-olds. I can't
Yes,
bring
and
myself to care.
you love games
I was
for
gonna say, you're
12-year-olds too.
ruining 12-year-olds' day.
Those kids should be in bed.
Wearing a shirt that says "I hate 12-year-olds."
Studies
I hate
have
A lot-
shown that
Asking a lot of
being
questions
spoiled on
already
something
answered by my
can
shirt.
Increase your enjoyment of it.
Okay, so I-
This guy, I didn't realize.
the Magnus Archives had come back into my memory because I
It
forgot
was
who was
Kalir
playing it.
playing
The Slay the Princess or whatever it's called.
yeah. Kalir's good
And,
people. He's never on, but he's good people.
Yeah. And Jonathan Sims
They're
is one of the like main voice actors for that game. Like there's 2 voice actors and he does like 4 fucking voices for characters. And yeah, he's like the
Good grief.
he voices the main character. He's like the main writer, creator. Like he made like the Magnus Archives like as one of the main writers. There's 2 main writers. There's like him, Jonathan Sims, and Alexander J. Newell. They both they're both working on a sequel series, the Magnus Protocol, which is they have less. They don't have like as much of role like vocally. All right, like they have smaller roles in the podcast, but it's basically them doing the same thing. Not the same characters though.
We create our own paths, isn't that right, Missile?
Here's your favorite animation.
This incredible GIF. Everyone, please watch this.
I will look at it. But only because you asked nicely.
Thank you.
I mean,
Where'd you link it?
in high resolution, it makes it a little bit more clear that Missile is throwing their hands out as they slam into the door.
Yeah, like he's trying to reach the fucking.
Her hair is shaped like a rose.
It is.
Where's the gift that you put out, fanboy? I'm not seeing it anymore.
No, I was looking at the thing on the stream that's now gone.
Oh, well, I wasn't looking at the stream. And I don't feel bad about it either.
Please.
Fuck you. That was rude. I apologize.
I'm seeing if I can find it for you.
You don't gotta. It's all good.
No, I just like it.
Trick time.
Yeah, I should
Okay,
make dinner before my counter programming. I've got
You
45
coward!
minutes.
dinner time.
It's not a burrito. I failed.
Okay, I should actually probably explain what the Magnus Archives is about.
Nah, you don't have to.
No, it's like I kind of want to, but it's like
You should probably do that so that your head doesn't explode.
It's kind of hard to explain, like, because it's, you know, I haven't watched it. I haven't really like watched it since like the finale dropped, and then like and and also I don't know what to say without going like, oh, this spoiler happens. But yeah, whatever. Basically it's like about, well, it starts out with like the employees of an archival department of like an institute. You know, it's like, ooh, the Magnus Institute, the Magnus Archives. That's it's the thing. And the main character, Jonathan Sims, like, season 1, he's tasked with like transferring like these records of like people like talking about these like anomalous events that have happened, and like like they're all in like cabinets and stuff, some handwritten, and he needs to transfer them to a more up-to-date medium. But like in the department, like I don't know, like new technology doesn't really work, so he just uses like a tape recorder. And that's like, tape recorder, big motif. Like that grows into something, but it's really been a while, and I can't really explain that. And it's like his character is like he's like, first off, like he starts off as like a major skeptic because it's like, oh, anomalous events. No, these people are just crazy. When everyone gets quiet, I can't tell if
I'm listening.
We are listening.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all listening.
it's like,
If
is everyone listening?
if I was sufficiently mad at you, I would be like, "Hey, shut the fuck
Stop
up!"
that! Stop that! We're cutting your mic.
Yeah.
I have the
No.
ability to mute you. I am a mod.
No, it's like I'm not afraid people are mad. I'm afraid that I'm having technical difficulties.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
it's all
no
fine.
worries.
It's all good.
Okay. But yeah, he starts off as a major skeptic, and then it grows into, oh wait, these horrors are real, and then I have become one with the horrors, and it's a whole thing. I really don't remember when this ended. Like, I want to say like 2021, 2022. So it genuinely just has been a while for me. But I'll try to remember like the sort of world building. That's basically, there's like, I don't remember the number. It was either 13, 14, or 15. But there's like this base amount, like they're fears. They're like the embodiments of fear. And it's like they're like the biggest like fears, and they're like I keep saying, oh, it's been a while.
Vimblio game.
Videos game.
Troubled man's office.
It's like,
You're the troubled man's office.
Nothing but trouble, man.
like
To the junkyard.
like they're basically described as entities. There's you know, they feed off fear. They are fear, and like the anomalous thing that the main character has to like read and archive are directly caused by those entities. And they can like recruit people into serving them. And it can be willing, but it can also be unwilling.
Ah,
Yeah.
Spooky.
Yeah. Spooky. The main character has the same name as the guy that voices him.
there you go.
Yeah, Jonathan Sims the character versus Jonathan Sims the
The
guy.
human.
Yeah.
The
Well, yeah, you
person
can't
who
say
exists.
the human.
I heard you was special.
He does end up like like in the podcast it's like many of the characters really only go in like two directions, and it's like they either die or they end up like serving one of the entities.
Sounds like fun.
I'll try to remember like the names of all of them and like what specific thing
I'm sorry
they
to
are of
interrupt,
fear.
but a very important man is now appearing on screen.
Is that? Oh my god! Wait, that's the guy. That's the guy.
Nothing like it, baby.
Yeah, that's the guy. I know his dance.
He has got moves.
Oops.
This is why it would be impossible to voice act this ghost trick. Like, just nailing this character would be completely impossible.
You could put voice recordings on DS, couldn't you?
You could, but they wouldn't make it perfect. It's just whatever you're imagining in your head is exactly how this man sounds. The good inspector.
I couldn't see the screen, but I knew exactly who you were talking about. Oh, this game's so good. Alright, back to cooking.
Also, there's one blue guy who doesn't have a gun, and it later turns out he's a bad guy. So what does that tell you? I'm gonna get canceled for being racist against blue guys.
Okay, steering the conversation back to the Magnus archives.
Away from the game.
Steering the conversation back to Ghost Trick. Hey, did you see that Ghost Trick? Sure was. Ghost Tricky.
We haven't done a ghost trick in the last few moments. We've just been kind of
I just ghost tricked you. This whole thing was a ghost trick. You've all
Well-
fallen prey to my ghost trickery. Nah, you can talk about Magnus Archives. It's all good.
I'm busy enjoying Inspector Cabanella dancing.
That was quite the animation. This game has a very impressive animation.
We've really been ghost tricked.
I
Ghost
can't
ride the
imagine,
trick.
like, just the choreography of getting that together had to be amazing. Like, good men died putting that animation together.
I'm going to briefly mention a bit of dialogue that I saw in Metaphor Refantasio that I really enjoyed, which was a bit where, like, the guy who drives my party's, like, transportation around was just getting, like, super pissed when he saw, like, a flying version. He's like, that's not real flying, they used magic to do it. It's only real, like, birds don't need magic to fly. It's not real flying unless you don't have to use magic to make it happen.
A flight
be
purist.
looking at it from the other direction, like it's not real flying.
If you do it under your own power,
Yeah.
birds
Like,
just
birds
Like,
glide.
no,
Why?
if
That's
you're
not
if you're
magic.
using magic, it's levitation. It's not real flying unless you're doing it with physics.
Oh, so he wants to make a fantasy plane.
Yeah, he wants to make a fantasy plane.
Who's to say planes don't levitate?
I mean, we really don't know how much
Probably
magic is
physics,
involved
man.
there. Also, the park guy's animation is also quite great. Like, you know that exact guy.
Okay. Here's me trying to list all of the fears in the Magnus Archives by memory. The Eye, the Lonely, the Desolation, the Spiral, the Stranger, the Flesh, the
Flash.
the Web. That's 7 of them. But I
How many
don't
of them are
remember
there?
the rest. Like 13 to 15.
A little bit too many for a Mega Man game.
I really hate Flesh Man. Beaten by
I
Eye
don't know.
Man.
If you have 8 and then you have like 4 callbacks to previous games, that's almost there.
Previous fears.
Okay, now I'll look up all of them. There's a wiki for this. Oh, attention, spoilers ahead. I don't care. I listened to all of this. Okay, come on.
I think these detectives are just named Blue and Green, by the way. Like Blue
Why
Detective.
would they be
Green
anything
Detective.
else?
Okay, now let me actually count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then the 15th one is like, it doesn't technically exist as the others do, but it is trying to like be created. It is trying to be brought about. And if it is brought about, it will bring like the end of the world. Okay. So I guess I'll just start over. The dark, the vast, the lonely, the spiral, the eye, the web, the buried, the stranger, the corruption, the flesh, the hunt, the slaughter, the desolation, the end, the extinction.
The extinction.
Yeah, that last one is the one that's like it doesn't like it doesn't exist in the way that the others do.
You gotta work up to the extinction.
Yeah.
Maybe deal with the meteor.
This Venn diagram I found basically explains what each of the fears are, but it's like
They overlap in some ways.
it is like shaped in a way that the ones that overlap with each other are like touching each other in the diagram.
Oh, is that sort of like the? I mean, I only saw one piece of it, but like the several paths in the game Kalir was playing.
Huh? Yeah, I remember I remember yeah, one of it did one of the past things it did have the same name as one of the entities, and I think I mentioned that, but I really don't remember which one it was. I was like, oh, Magnus Archives reference.
How much or how much did I miss the ending by running away to play Street Fighter?
She turned into several girls.
Several.
Kind of a lot of girls.
There you go.
Girls.
The second death of the night. For one person. Also, for anybody who's played the game, I do enjoy the foreshadowing that occurs in this little scene.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Can't seem to remember who I am.
Who am I?
Remember, you can conceptualize yourself as who you choose to be. Yeah, fanboy who sounds like he's either gotten quiet or wandered off.
I'm here.
But particularly given everybody in here is involved in law enforcement, it's kind of amazing that they did resist, transferring anybody into Phoenix Wright. The Ace Attorney universe, as it were.
It's unclear where this takes place. They might just be in a different part of the world.
They might be an entirely different universe.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying if you want them to be in the same world, they might be in another country.
Yes.
Also, no one is blue in Phoenix, right? There is a red guy.
Yeah, well, that's because they herded all the blue people in the camps in the Ace Attorney concept.
Jesus.
We hate the blue
Also,
people.
Lord.
I don't want to remember the case where the red guy was in. God, that case sucks ass.
Remember which case that was. Let me.
That's 3-3 Recipe for Turnabout. It's the one where there's like a fake Phoenix running around.
Case does suck.
Like, Game 3 managed to become like the one that people held up as the crown jewel of the franchise, despite sucking ass for a full half of its runtime.
Its highs are really high.
Yeah, but its lows are horrendous. And they make up the first half of the game, other than the first case, which is like an hour. Then you get like 12 solid hours of like shitty characters and uncompelling mysteries. The most important thing that happens in that set of cases is I'm fine with filler. I'm fine with cases that don't contribute to an overall plot arc, but like when the cases themselves are boring and shitty, like the most important thing that happens in that is that you find out that Godot can't see the color red somehow.
Was that in one of the filler cases?
Yeah, because there's like a fucking like one of the things you submit as evidence is like a fucking maid outfit with fucking ketchup all over the front of it, and he's like, this clean maid outfit, and he's like, and everyone in the room's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He doesn't see the color red in a very specific way.
Yeah, it's really like it makes it invisible. It's not even that he doesn't see the color red, it's that he just doesn't see anything that's red. It's weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, because like it would
You
at
don't-
least be like brown or gray.
I mean,
For you to be able to see the texture.
I was going to say, color
Different
blindness does
from-
not make color invisible, which would also be amazing, like,
He's
as a
seeing through a
superpower.
fucking Geordie visor, so we kind of have to ignore that.
Oh yeah, maybe he
like,
just has Cyclops disease.
But like so much of that, like cases 2 and 3 are both just unmitigated trash from start to finish, and like cases 1 and 4 are collectively maybe 3 total hours compared to the probably 10 to 12 hours it will take to get through cases 2 and 3. God, that's just like horrendously uneven game, and not even for interesting reasons. Like, originally case 3 of that game was supposed to be the 4th case of a 5-case game too, and I'm convinced that would have killed the franchise because it would have been the two worst cases in the original trilogy, like smashed back to back. It was only cut because they didn't have like cartridge space to have like a full 5-case game. So it's like,
Aw.
well, I guess we'll cut this and drop it into the next one.
4 minutes before death.
So many of those characters. Fucking
I hate
like,
so many of them.
like the set of characters where the entire joke is like, oh, their names are palindromes and they're tech people.
Hey, we
One
do
of them
not
makes
talk ill of tech people whose names are palindromes on this stream. Just making that clear.
thanks, Goggle Robert.
Yeah.
But like I mean by tech people I mean they have DBZ scouters. And, like,
I'm not saying I don't.
I know you don't. God, that bit sucks, and it has like one of the most labored meme references in the original translation, because it makes like a really, really belabored reference to like a fucking 300 meme.
Oh Lord.
Oh, wow, yeah. I had to think for a minute to remember what 300 was.
Which
Yeah.
case was that with the
That's-
tech?
That's recipe for turnabout. I'm still complaining about this same case.
Okay, I regret referencing that. Like that was a bit much even for me.
That is what it's referencing. It's doing a "This is Sparta" joke. It's real bad. It's
Like,
God, such a shitty case.
Like that hurt me, and I usually don't cringe at myself.
I'm trying to think, like, how long of a shelf life did the whole "This is Sparta" meme have? Because it feels like it got into a lot.
It was pretty old by the time that it got into that game.
Remember
Like-
Meet the Spartans?
Oh god! Like that game.
That
That game
happened.
came out in English in like late 2007, and it was a mid 2006 film. Like it was past the sell-by date by the time they put it in, and I think they justified it themselves because it's also kind of a Devil May Cry reference because they don't say Sparta, they say Sparda. Like
Well, because they legally
SPARDA
own Sparta.
from Devil May Cry. But like, no, you've still made like a really shitty fucking 300 joke. I'm sorry. I love the Ace Attorney translations. They're usually really good. That one was ill-advised and should have been cut because it just makes me cringe every fucking time. But God, like that case sucks. And again, this is a series that like you have to, on a base level, you have to accept that spirit mediums exist and can just like, but for some reason you can't just channel a spirit and ask, "Hey, who killed you?" But like a question not answered until Ace Attorney 6. But like that case is still, the solution is still so fucking stupid that like it actually breaks my suspension of disbelief. Because the solution to that case is guy kills someone, then reconstructs the crime scene as an exact mirror opposite to fool one person who comes into a restaurant to act as a witness. And also this way that they did this involved a 20-foot mirror, like floor to ceiling, that was just dragged into a restaurant within that 20-minute time frame. Ugh, it fucking sucks. Jesus. Still so mad.
Okay.
I take any breaks in conversation to steer back to what I was talking
Go
about
ahead.
like 5
Like
minutes
I
This
said,
is how fixations
even worse
work. It's
streams is a
okay.
battle royale of conversation topics.
Let me tell you about. Fuck, I don't got anything.
Okay, for some of the fears, it's like some, like they're kind of standard, like you know, you hear them and it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, that's pretty straightforward. And then the like one of the other ones kind of has a double meaning, and it's kind of interesting because like, okay, I'm just going to, like, you know, use examples like like the eye is like, it's the fear of being like watched. That's, you know, like, you know, it's called the eye, like that would be pretty obvious. And the web, is one of the ones with the, like yeah, that's one of its meanings, but it's also like the fear of being like controlled or manipulated. And there's like there's like a specific there's a specific, like, you know, theme about like control and people not being in control. And there's something with the tape recorders, and then, like, you know, big spoiler, oh, it was the web controls the tape recorders. But like none of this makes any sense. It's like I can't explain it because it's been a while.
Okay, read the wiki and then come back next week.
I'll probably just like talk about like the season 4 finale, because that's like the
giving you book report homework.
because it's like the freshest thing in my mind. Because like it's a little bit of a meme in the fandom. Oh, but yeah, season 4 finale. It's like it finally feels like things are getting better. Like things are turning around for the archivist and his assistant turned boyfriend. And he's like kind of like he's connected to the eye now. So he's kind of part monster of sorts. But you know, they're making it work. and you know, one of the things he needs to do as like a monster of like with his connection to the eye, it's like he needs to like consume information, and like the easiest way for him to do that is to like, you know, go and take like the stuff that he was, you know, doing at the beginning, like providing like a spoken transcription of like the things in the archive.
Did you just get a cider or a
Edward bit
cat
me.
attack you?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the cat.
It was the cat.
The cat
It's
is
always
controlled
the cat.
by the eye.
I'm tired of you talking about this meow. I mean, the cat can only hear one part of the conversation. It's very annoying.
No. Like this is on speaker. He can hear everything.
Oh, good.
But so yeah,
Sniper.
so okay. So the other guy like leaves the archivist to his own devices. He's like, yeah, I just need to read this statement. And you know, it looks like a pretty standard one. It's like, oh, this random name about like an incident regarding a house fire. And he opens it and he reads it. It's like statement begins, and when he says that, he like can physically not stop himself from reading it. It's a thing.
Is that part of being part of the eye, or is that just like?
Yes, it is from being part of the eye.
He's not just a person who already was like that before being like infected or whatever.
Like I mean, like before it's like he would read it, but it's not like he felt like supernaturally compelled to do it. Like he would just, you know, read it normally. Well, not normally. He would get really into acting it out, but you know. But yeah, he goes and he reads it, and it's like it's his boss. He tricked him because like his boss is like also an entity of the eye, but he was more willing in it, and he dragged all of his employees into it, and had basically like made him like bring about the end of the world by reading that out. And like it's I don't know, it's like when I was listening, it was like a moment. It was like, oh, things are finally getting better, aren't they? And it's like, no, things are gonna get so much worse. you thought these guys were gonna get their happily ever after? No, we still have one more season to go through.
Now I'm just thinking of like I have in my head, this dude's about to take like a long vacation. He's at or he's had this like weekend trip planned, and then his boss is like fucking Lumbergh from Office Space. It's like, well, if we want to bring about the end of the world, I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday, if that's okay. Like, fuck.
Gonna need you to come in.
I don't know how to explain how, like, why the specific thing is like a meme. It's like someone will be talking about something and then like just bait and switches, like starts like reading out what the boss says, like in the middle of it, like because that's basically what he did to John.
Sorry, I zoned out. What were we talking about?
Magnus Archives.
The end
Excellent.
Of the world.
Great.
The end of the world caused by an overbearing boss.
Ah, well, that's
how that
happened to me
works.
4 times now, so it's not even worth thinking about.
Don't
Basically,
worry,
like-
we've squished another assassin.
Yay!
Hooray!
Oh my god, that was. when
Don't
you
bite
said
me
squished,
again.
you were not kidding.
It's kind of funny
Yes.
that we've got 2 different hitmen that both get squished in a the same
Industrial
garbage
accident.
dump. Yeah. Like, I don't know if they're ever gonna find their bodies.
Oh, who left? Who's gone?
We lost Caithness, I believe.
Oh
But
no!
we remember Caithness in our hearts.
I just appreciate Chrome's being like, "Who's gone? Who did we lose?" like we're like it's like a random murder mystery or something. It's like, oh no.
God, this cat is so loud.
It's okay. Everybody likes cats. All right, we have saved the same redhead from dying twice now. So we've saved a dog and we've saved one woman twice.
What are you looking at? There's nothing there.
Cats can see ghosts.
I will stick this sticker on your forehead. I just did that.
I like your cat is now probably confused why you're narrating everything. How you doing, Ray?
I need to post pictures of him with the sticker on his head.
I'm sure, like most cats with stickers on their heads, he is adorable.
Oh, Bob, is this a replay for you, right?
Yes. In general, I remember what I should be doing. There was a point earlier where I was like, what the hell was I supposed to be doing? But yeah, no, I don't think I could play this game for the first time on stream because you do kind of have to reason things out, and reasoning things out is annoying when, like, you know, Beat is talking about things.
I haven't said anything for like a half hour.
I know, and that is just as annoying as if you were.
How?
I don't make the universe.
I had a long day. I'm tired. Fuck you.
But yeah, no, it's the kind of game where you definitely have to like observe everything that's happening, and there's some trial and error, and just it would be completely impossible while talking to other human beings. Like, I'm sure there are people that could pull it off, but like I cannot build a Rube Goldberg device while like conversing.
Well, that's preventing you from becoming a Twitch affiliate or whatever.
Yeah, God, no, I mean, like, you asked me to play, like, a brand new Super Mario Brothers game without ever having played it before on stream, like, no problem. But you asked me to solve random puzzles, like, not happening. Like, you saw how good I was at jigsaw puzzles.
I could do loads of puzzle games. You're just bad.
Don't. Please do not ever let Goggle Bob do a jigsaw puzzle again.
Yeah, you should be banned from those.
We have
It should
signed
be
this
illegal for you to
petition.
touch one of those.
Oh, we're not doing a petition. I am holding a gun.
Like, touch those jigsaw puzzles again. And you'll see what happens.
Don't tempt
You'll
me.
see what happens.
It's a jigsaw puzzle of me pointing a gun at the camera.
Oh no!
After 30 years, you finally finish its 100 piece. This
I'm
100
only-
piece puzzle.
I'm only halfway through dinner, and they're starting to bracket early. So.
Oh no!
Nice job.
Like making dinner or eating dinner?
Yes.
I was eating it. I was
Mhm.
eating.
Then eat faster.
Eat
Maybe I'll just
faster, eat
move
faster.
quickly so I can eat in peace.
I mean, that's what you normally do.
Also, for anyone, I don't like doubtful anyone on this stream, but you know, any person listening in general worried that I put a sticker on my cat's head.
I don't.
I think you'll be fine.
That's worrying.
There was a
I-
whole discourse about it on Twitter. It's like, oh,
This
Twitter
is
has
why we're
discourse
not
about
on Twitter
everything.
anymore.
Yeah, that's why we left that site. But for the record, I think if you put a sticker on a cat's head, that's hilarious.
I
And I
mean,
don't
like-
think it counts as animal abuse.
just so long as you don't like pull the fur off with the sticker. Like most stickers will come unstuck naturally and call it a day.
Yeah,
I mean, realistically, how else are you supposed to make a mustache?
I feel like the best thing you can do with a cat is throw a piece of ham at its head.
Well, the cat just gets some ham out of that.
Yeah, exactly. Cat gets ham, and
Cat
you
gets
get the
ham.
hilarious visual of a cat covered with its face covered in ham.
That's true.
because like
Win-win.
there was this post, like someone like it wasn't a sticker, it was like one of those like patches, and they didn't like it wasn't stuck on the cat, they just like bounced it on the cat's head, and people were like, oh my god, you put a sticker on a cat's head, that's animal abuse. It's like it's like
That
it's
really isn't.
it's a patch, relax.
I
And then
think
people are like,
my-
oh, you influence people to put stickers on their cats' heads.
I remember ages and years, maybe even decades ago at this point, I posted a video on that one forum of a cat in one of those cat wash machines. I thought it was hilarious because the cat, like, upon realizing that it was getting a bath, flipped the fuck out and started jumping around before resigning itself to the fact that it was going to get wet. I was just like, lol, cat wash. People were screaming at me that I was supporting animal abuse. And I was like, motherfucker, cats have gotten wet.
I mean, just because something
Our
happens,
cat has been outside when it rained.
just because something happens to a cat that they do not enjoy, like that is not abuse. Because I will note that
That
there
is-
are great many things that happen to cats that they do not enjoy.
Yeah, like giving
Sometimes
a
things
cat
are good for them.
Yeah,
giving
exactly.
a cat a bath is not the equivalent of putting the cat in in like a guillotine
Or a dryer, like it isn't
or a
like
dryer. Right?
This is a horrible
is not
thing.
torture. This is hygiene. There is a difference.
not torture hygiene.
Yeah, and the sticker was already like like the adhesive was already like peeling. So when I put it on his head, it only took him like a couple of seconds to get it off.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't feel like that counts as cat torture.
I was gonna say that there isn't any hair on it, but there's a little bit, but it's just like shedding.
Which is also something cats do that is not abuse.
But yeah, I didn't have anything else to add after that. He got the sticker off by himself. He's a smart boy, which is rare for orange cats.
Cat's just like, oh, there's something on me that I don't like. It needs to go away. And now we resume the dance of shame. Once again, the animations of this game are insanely good.
Pair of guards.
One's a little over dramatic.
One of them dances.
And one of them stacks cards.
That's a house of cards, buddy.
But they are stacked.
Suppose.
A stack.
I feel
of
that
cards.
undersells the amount of work in a house of cards.
I found a transcription of the thing I was talking about earlier before I started talking about cats and stickers.
Put a sticker of a cat on a cat.
Ooh.
Just
That
labeling.
just calls into the question of the nature of reality.
This is not a cat.
You put a sticker that says this is not a cat on the cat.
He's a liar and he doesn't even know it. He's been made a liar.
I must keep referencing the treachery of images at least once every 6 months.
This is not a pipe.
But why is it not a pipe?
Because it's a drawing. Dumbass.
But alternatively, one could look at it and say, this thing that clearly seems like a representation of a pipe could be anything because it is merely a representation and does not have form or purpose.
It has purpose. Its purpose is to look like a pipe.
It doesn't have to be. We ascribe it that purpose because we see it and see a pipe.
Motherfucker.
That doesn't make it a pipe.
I'm so mad at you.
How dare I interpret art?
I'm so fucking angry. All right. You know what I'm gonna go to art college. Gonna spend 4 years learning how to draw. Right? Just quit my
I'm going
job.
to art college.
Go to art college. Right? And I'm gonna learn how to draw a pipe. I'm gonna write underneath it. This is a pipe. ... Bitch.
Oh my god,
At
you're
that
gonna
point, we
break
just
art.
start having discussions about how the author's intent does not enclose us in its web.
Aha! But the author's intent is limited to outside paratextual. Like that's typically the thing that is. Me writing
we don't
this
have
is a
to
pipe,
assume-
bitch, means
But we do
that
not have to
you
assume that the author that the words within the work itself are always the truth.
But you can assume that they are words within the work, yes?
Yes, you can assume that they're words within the work, but we don't have to assume the work itself is trustworthy in its own interpretation.
You motherfucker. I'm so mad at you. I am
For
saying
the same
that
reason
the
that I
text-
don't trust Humbert.
I'm saying that in this scenario, the text of the work of art is literally "This is a pipe, bitch," as in that is written in text.
No, I know. I am saying that I don't have to this raises questions of who is saying it and whether they are trustworthy.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Is
for the same
person who
reason
is
I do
saying
not
that
trust
this is
Humbert
some fake-
Humbert.
But
Is
there
this
are
person
no
a reliable
characters in this
narrator?
scenario.
There is inherently, you have introduced a character by not just introducing dialogue, but dialogue with a voice.
Yeah.
Damn it! I shouldn't have added bitch at the end. That gave it that beat je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, it suddenly becomes, do I trust the person who wrote this?
This is not
Who
je ne
just
sais
called me a
quoi.
bitch.
Uh,
Wow.
I hate that
Philosophical
this is an argument that I'm
discussions.
having.
Also, for those of you who want
And I
to,
hate that I agree with you, fanboy.
for those of you
because-
that want to say anything more about Ghost Trick, this will be the last case of the night. Just to be
Okay.
clear.
Ghost
Back to
Rappy,
philosophy.
I
Ghost
love Ghost
Rappy
Trick.
in the restroom of the library. Smoking crack. While I'm whacking off.
But a dream, crystal streams, mist and steam. Smoking crack, while I'm whacking off.
Life's a dream that's best had with a friend.
Drink that's best shit. I love that I got the chance, the brief, glorious chance to suggest that for your wedding.
I'm pretty sure we got Anti-Up on the soundtrack.
That's good. That's good. I just remember you saying you asked me for a song via a message, and I just immediately responded, "Smoke, crack, and masturbate," and you immediately responded, "You hadn't finished saying the song's name before your wife said no."
How far did you get?
Probably at the point where it started, where we probably lost it at crack.
I was wondering if Smoke could have just done it all by itself.
Smoke could have been like Smoke on the Water, inappropriate but not like egregiously so. Sometimes I sit back and smoke a fat crack rock. Other days I like to masturbate. But when I do them both at the exact same time, I'm knocking on the gold of heaven's gate. Ghost Rappy in the bathroom of the library. Close the door, lock the stall, now we'll have a ball. But a dream, crystal streams, mist and steam. Smoking crack, while I'm whacking off.
I have placed the link to the song in the chat because it's very important. Also, it's super fucked up that the Ghost Rappy album is the darkest thing he ever did.
It is a really unhappy album.
Yeah,
wildly unhappy.
The entire first song is basically, "Hey, so my life fell apart catastrophically," and then he got I don't know. He was always operating at 15 levels of irony.
It was unclear how ironic he was being.
Yeah, maybe he was just that far. Maybe he was just that good.
That epically divorced, or maybe he was that good.
or maybe his life fell apart and he was looking for any port in a storm. It's hard to tell. But wherever he is, I hope he's doing okay. I spoke with MC Rection not too long ago, so 5 years probably, and he said that he had spoken to Rappy recently and he seemed okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so we take that as a win. I hope you're doing all right, Rappy.
I was petting him.
The words "murder machine."
I was petting him, and then he immediately tried to strike.
He's very dangerous. He's a machine, a killing machine.
Blinking at me.
Now I'm thinking about that Warlocracy line when he's declared that Baldur's Gate is like a cat. We love it, but it is a murderer.
Little angels hold me, show me past the sky, through the clouds inside eternal bliss. Chandeliers and cavaliers and banquet halls, flaxen fountains float from an abyss.
I'm tempted to start reading this until I forget the way he started he was saying things about the Magnus Archives.
Who's that gently knocking at the bathroom
5 conversation topics ago.
A bearded man is standing with a grin. Oh, come on through and join us in the butter dream. Life's a treasure best shared with a friend.
Too much.
The concept of like cranking off in a library bathroom while smoking crack, having someone knock at the stall, opening it, and being like, "Yes, let us smoke crack and masturbate together." Incredible. Ooh, boys.
I'm so handsome. Hand you some bland gum. Trash that's done. Useless. When the flavor's gone. But my ding.
But my flavor's strong. Ding
Ding
dong.
dong. Super long. Wedding ring on. Screaming yes as it's so wrong. Oh man, now I gotta link that one too. Ouija bop.
Squeegee bop. Show me how to grow food. Grow food. Let me show you how to grow food. The Blow Dudes Grow Food Saga.
They made that blow dude. Show me how to blow dude. Somehow is resulted in multiple complete albums.
It's a complex subject.
It is.
My life's complete shambles. That's good anyway. They changed. Oh.
The line, I'm the pool boy and I don't give a fuck, like lives rent free in my head forever. That will never, ever leave. I will be 90 and like my last words will be, I'm the pool boy and I don't give a fuck.
Now.
Pool boy, I got the pool to a smash pool.
I do like
by
modifying this guy's slight steam injury. You do create a save point.
Really, half the point of it being there.
Yeah, it's the only point of it being there. I'm trying to remember the exact of this how this machine works, but I've only got 4 seconds anyway, so it's like I'll figure it out quick. I think I moved the hoist. Okay, the ball was close enough. The door, I think, does nothing. Balance toy. That works like that.
Can't stop it once it's in motion.
Let's see. So we move something and go somewhere. The ball goes. That starts to go up. The bowling ball, of course. It does like nothing. Like I remember, the hoist has got to go. It's like a very complicated little sequence that you do in like 3 seconds. Let's see here.
I hope those are fireworks, not gunshots.
I assume you mean in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it's next week. We're gonna have to
It's
worry
actually a
about
gun
gunshots.
shooting fireworks.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I think I've made that in like 15 different video games. Most recently when I was playing Dead Rising 2 again.
That makes sense. Okay, so that goes down. Toy cake does nothing. That goes up.
Yeah, I actually want to say people like this game, so nobody saw it.
That's how it always works.
Rip.
Rip
That does mean that you can just sort of say anything happened, and none of us will be able to verify.
And also, this is recorded, so like at a later date.
The tournament page will show that.
Yeah, but none of us is going to look at it.
Yeah, we don't even know what tournament you're in. Yeah, I mean, like, you could be like, this could be like a Taiwan-based tournament for all we know.
You could be claiming that you're grand champion of the goddamn world, and I wouldn't be able to prove you wrong.
Yeah, you could even just make up a fighting game and just be like, you know, I'm the grand champion of Mipmap 2 Turbo or whatever the hell. Okay, so the ball.
I'm just assuming you're playing. You're in a Street Fighter EX plus Alpha tournament.
No, I'm in a multiverses tournament.
Nice.
You had to pick the least dignified thing you could be playing. I'd have had more respect if you said Strip Fighter.
Wait, what?
Strip Fighter. That's a TurboGrafx 16 game.
Ah, that makes sense.
Okay. The hoist. The bowling ball. Okay, no, if I use the bowling ball, then, like, nothing gets it done. The hoist can move over, but the hoist barely goes anywhere. There's a motor up here, but
We're all disappointed by the hoist.
Yeah, the hoist just doesn't get anywhere. Toolbox
Not
can be
blown away.
closed again, but that does nothing for me. How do I break this little Rube Goldberg device?
Well constructed.
It's always the puzzles that you solved well the first time that you don't remember what you did. Just the basic horror of the universe.
I have solved badly.
Okay, so that thing can't do anything with it once it starts moving. So we need something to deal with that. Still think the hoist is integral here. Can't do anything with the ball. Okay, maybe now if I do the toolbox. Oh no, I need to hit the ball. Okay. Oh, all right. Now I remember what I'm supposed to do. All right. Let's save a life.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay. We start with the ball. And now we move over to the hoist. We get back to the ball so we can move the trap. Now we get back to the toolbox, which as the ball rolls down, we Whack it. And things happen. Congratulations, physics. You didn't kill a woman. I still think it's pronounced Sissel. That's what I hear in my head.
How have you never, like, met anyone or heard of anyone named Cecil?
Cecil has a C in it. It was in Final Fantasy IV. It has a C and an E, which is important. This is S-I.
It's not a. There's not an E. Oh wait, yeah, there is. It's the second one. Yeah.
All right, we'll just see this chapter through to the end and call it that for an evening.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I like how there's a slight animation error because they couldn't quite figure out how to make her little hair wads work correctly.
That's just classic.
I do appreciate how much of this game is accomplished without having a physical body. Like,
It's pretty cool.
Everything we've done has just been ghost or trick.
Ghost or trick?
Charlotte.
You can do a lot of things without a physical body.
Yeah. All sorts of crazy things. I love that she says she's not at liberty to tell you about the case. Like, you're a freaking dead voice in her head. I can't reveal that right now. It'll be more dramatic later. Yeah, I do have to say, there are a few points in this game where they're kind of like obfuscating the truth for the only reason of obfuscating the truth.
Sometimes you gotta.
I was about to say, it's a
Spooky.
mystery thing, though. Like, you know, it just comes with the genre.
It's spooky.
It's spooky, and also just people are randomly stricken with amnesia at inconvenient times.
That's called a story, baby.
Where would an RPG be without amnesia?
Noted RPG ghost trick.
I'm playing the role of a ghost.
I'm playing the role of someone who wants to beat your ass.
You always play that role.
Don't we
That's
all do?
true. We all do. The urge to beat Gogglebob's ass is universal.
As they say, beaten like a rented mule.
Nobody says that.
People do say that, actually.
People do say that, but I feel like it's less common than the much more offensive beaten like a redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, that one always sounds bad. Which, also, I am actually...
It is bad. It's extremely bad.
I am friends with a redheaded stepchild.
Incredible.
Indeed.
Amazing.
She's a redhead, and her mother is remarried, so... Actually, technically, the star of this game is a redheaded stepchild.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
No, I'm talking about the woman who's on screen. Well, unless the fact that she's a stepchild is a spoiler.
Bit of a spoiler.
Bit of a spoiler. She comes from circumstances.
Born of circumstance, will die of circumstance.
The whole point of the game is that you're keeping her from dying from those circumstances.
Doesn't mean she doesn't
I
die
mean,
of circumstance. She just comes back.
She is very prone to circumstances.
We're all victims of
No, it's a shame.
circumstance.
We're gonna end just short of the chapter where we learn that Sissel can't read.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Sizzle can't read. I've ruined the game.
Who put you into the ground?
What was that game I actually enjoyed a lot, but also hated? I need to look this up in my Steam.
There's so many
library now.
games you could be thinking of.
It was like a Metroidvania that had like a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 aesthetic.
Are you thinking of Time Spinner?
No. Time Spinner was a good guess though. But no.
I was going to guess Time Spinner too before you got to the PS.
Because I really hate. Because I get it. Because I hated that shit. What was it? Vision Soft Reset? No, that's not it.
That sounded made up.
It's
No, I
actually
remember
quite
that
cool.
one.
It's a neat little what you call it? Find it. It's not unsighted. It's not Infernax. It's not Street
This is
Fighter.
the end of Ghost
finish your
Trick, but we're going to keep it going until Beat remembers the game.
You better.
It's like I had a thought that I wanted to say that I.
Say it
Here
now
we
while
go,
Beat's
Vernal
still
Edge.
thinking.
Vernal
Okay,
Edge.
for the last few days, I've been thinking about drawing you getting your chin hit with like that, with like a scooter.
Oh yeah, because we were talking about the. Well, actually, amusingly enough, I had a very traumatic chin injury in high school, so that would be appropriate.
There you go. No, the game I was trying to think of was Vernal Edge. It was a very cool Metroidvania. It had great progression. It had a very awesome overworld. It had a ton of little touches I liked. And one of them was that the character you play is illiterate. She can't read. So any item that's like just text in her inventory, she cannot tell you what it says. Which is important because like one of them is a letter from a mysterious whatever. It's like plot related. Who cares?
Yeah. Well, I was not kidding. Sissel has the same problem in this game.
Yeah, but the combat in that game sucked so bad. It was absolutely game destroying. I could not make it through. And it wasn't incompetent either. It had ideas that it was working with. It's just they were all bad. I was in awe of how much I disliked it.
Well, that's going to be how we close tonight. So thank you all for watching.
Yay!
Everyone go play Ghost Trick.
We have had a good Ghost Trick. If you enjoyed what you've seen, I encourage you to play the rest.
Everyone go play Celeste
And Ghost Trick.
and Ghost Trick
And Guilty Gear.
and Guilty Gear.
All right. Good night, everybody.
No.
No, don't play Multiverses.